Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of All Things Universal Orlando. Today, we're not going to be doing a top 5, but what we are going to be doing is something that one of you guys suggested to me. We're going to break down and take a look at my Universal photos. Some people call it the Photo Pass. And we're going to look at the pros and the cons and break down whether or not that it's worth doing. Well, before we get started, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can be made aware every time we publish a new video. I'm not always going to be doing top 5s. I think primarily that's what it'll be. I think it's a creative way to look at the benefits and the negatives of certain things. And so I'll probably stick to that format, but it's not always going to be that. And so this was one of those things where one of you viewers, one of you guys out there suggested I do this video, and I thought that was a pretty good idea. It was something I know about, something we've done before. And we're going to talk about what you get, what the benefits are, what the cons are, and all of those things. And what I'm talking about is my Universal Photo Pass. Let me just cut right to it. I absolutely, positively think this is something worth doing if you can afford it, and if you plan it out, do it right. I do not think it's worth doing if it's just something haphazardly, hey, this sounds like a good idea, let's do this today. I wouldn't do that. I think there has to be an element of planning that goes into this. And I think, and this would be something that I would strongly encourage you to do. If you're going with a group, not everybody cares about the photos as much as maybe you do. Or maybe someone in the party cares a lot more about the photos than you do. And so you really kind of want to plan that out, because it can become a frustrating thing for somebody who's not interested to have to stop every time there's a photo opportunity and take a picture that they don't really care about. It's equally frustrating for the person who does want those pictures to walk right by knowing you just paid for this photo pass and you're not taking advantage of it. These are things you're going to have to discuss with your party, and these are things that are worth the discussion. We'll talk probably a little more about that as we go on through this review, but for right now, let's just get to it. So the first thing I want to look at is what they have available, and they have a number of options. This is very different, maybe not very different, but it is different from what Disney's version is. I've never paid for Disney's version, but I've heard and seen reviews of people who have, and for the most part, they like it. They all have the same kind of pros and the same kind of cons, but this is an All Things Universal page, so I'm not concerning myself with what Disney does, and if you're watching this, probably you aren't either. So there are a number of options here, and all the pricing I'm going to give you is based on online pricing. If you wait until the day of that you get to the park and then pay for it, you're going to pay $10 to $20 more. So I would advise you to plan it out, go ahead of time, and do it. So here's what you get. Here are some of the options. You have a one-day photo pass option, a photo package. What that is this one day that you're in the park, everywhere there's a photo opportunity, everywhere there's someone set aside at a character meet and greet, all of the rides that have photo ops are going to be available to you. And you'll pay for this package. They'll give you a little plastic card. In fact, I have one right here. Forgive me. You're going to get something that looks like this. And this is your My Universal Photo Pass card. And you keep this with you. If you're like me, I carry a lanyard. I keep it in with my lanyard. And every time you go to where there's a photo op, whether it's a character meet and greet, you give the photographer that card. They scan the code on the back, and then at the end of the day, you can take a look at that picture. Or, and we'll get to this later too, they have an app online that you can access and see it there. So that's the way that it happens. They also give you a lanyard and some other cool things. It's just a basic little swag that you get when you participate in this thing. But here's what you get: you get one day of photos in the park, unlimited digital downloads of your theme park photos, including character meet and greets, pictures at their most popular rides and attractions. I know I'm reading this because I don't have all this information up here. There are participating locations all throughout Universal Studios, all throughout Islands, and all throughout Volcano Bay that offer these. In fact, I think Volcano Bay may actually offer the most photo ops. You get the lanyard. I don't have that with me, but you also get, like I said, the card to access your stuff. You get to view and share your photos throughout the day with the mobile app. And then at the end of your photo pass, you'll get a 4x6 and a 5x7 print that they'll print out for you there on site. You get to pick the pictures that you like the most and how you want that done. You also get some pretty good pricing benefits if you want to buy more photos. I couldn't find much information. I found an older post that said they can be as low as $2 a print. I don't know whether or not that's accurate or not. I really could not find any more updated information. That was from, I think, 2016. My guess is it's gone up a little bit. That's the one-day photo package. They also have a 3-day photo package, and you basically get the same thing. The difference is you get 3 days instead of 1 day. This is what my family did, and it's $89, $89.99, and you get 3 days. Tip, you have to use these 3 days in succession. Like if you're staying for 5 days, you can't use it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You'd have to use it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You get the point. But everything is the same. You get the free photos at the end, you get the online stuff, you get the lanyard, you get the card. Everything is pretty much the same. You're just paying for 3 days. Let me say this before I even get on. If I'm going for 1 day, I'm probably not going to invest in the photo package. I just think it takes too much away from your 1 day in the park. And like I said, if you're going with a party and you do have somebody who doesn't care about photos, you might ruin that person's day by having to stop and take photos every time you see an opportunity. And when you've paid $70 for something, or $90 in the case of the 3-day package, you're going to want to stop because you said, I paid for that, let's take advantage of it. But somebody who didn't pay for it, who has no interest, who really just wants to go there and ride rides, they're not going to be real happy on that day. So for a 1-day photo package, I wouldn't do it. It's $70. I think it's worth doing, but only if you and the person you're with, or the people you're with, really want to do it. But remember, it's going to take time out of your day to wait in line potentially for a photo, to deal with the circumstances that surround photography. And never do they take just one photo. All the photographers are going to take 4 and 5 options, which is a great thing because you never know if you're catching a blink. They'll have you do a thumbs up and wave and peace signs, and I'll show you, or you're seeing some of these photos on the green screen now. I've put them up there for you. But the 3-day package is $89.99, and to me, worth it. That's what I would do. In fact, this was the first time we did it this year, and I'm never not going to do it. It was worth it, and the photos that I have are amazing. We've been back now almost a month, and they're still available online. In fact, my understanding is they never go away on the app. It's almost like a personal account that I have. And so that's the 3-day package. You can buy, and these prices are current, you can buy additional 5x7s for $5, an 8x10 print is $10, and 4x6 prints are $2, so it does look like that is still accurate information. The cool thing is the app, though. I mean, you can access everything, you can share them, you can post them on Facebook or Instagram. I'm not a social media guy, so I have Facebook and that's about it. And that's the 3-day package. A 1-day photo package at Volcano Bay is a pretty good deal. $40, $39.99, and it offers all of the same things that I just shared with you, the Universal Studios and Islands does, except it has more opportunities. They also offer a 30-day photo package. 30 days, and it's $130. So if you're gonna be there, I can't imagine going to the theme park for 30 days. I really can't. But if that's what you're gonna do, maybe you're there for 14 days. If you're gonna do something like that, it's $130, all the same benefits. And then they have an annual pass package. And had I thought ahead, this is what I would have bought. It's $150. If you renew it, it's only $100. And you guys, if you watch my videos or follow my channel, you know that I have an annual pass. Even though we live all the way in Oregon, we block 2 vacations into 1 year, into 1 calendar year. And instead of paying the $90 for the 3-day, I'd have paid $150 that covered the entire year. I didn't know about that, and that one's on me. So the next time I will do this, and again, it's all the same benefits except the renewal is $100 instead of $150. The photo package is offered at the parks, and it can be bought at the parks. Like I said, it costs you a little bit more. But remember, the 3 days is the way to go. I've never used it at Volcano Bay, so I can't talk too much about that other than my guess is it's pretty good. So now maybe you're asking, do I only get 1 card? Is it only accessible for 1 person? Do I have to go on the app and share it with everybody? Yes and no. You get 2 cards, and so a couple of people can do this. So if you have a party going this way and you have another party going this way, you can both use that photo pass, and all of those photos will be uploaded to your personal account there, and you'll be able to see them. It's a pretty cool thing, and you can add as many photos in a day as you want. I mean, you could just go repeatedly take photos. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you could, and that's one of the perks to this. So now you have to talk about finding all of these photo opportunities. If you go on Universal Orlando's website and click on the Photo Pass option, it shows you where everything is. They may actually have inside the store a different pamphlet that shows you where they are. I'm going to tell you where they are right now. In Universal Studios, here's where they are. The on location, the park entrance at Universal Studios is where you're going to find them. You're also going to find them on the bridge entering the park as you're walking across through City Walk, and you have the globe in the background. You also have that on the bridge that goes into Islands of Adventure. They have it at E.T.'s Toy Closet. There's a photo spot. The SpongeBob meet and greet. Men in Black on the ride. Revenge of the Mummy ride. Hollywood Rip Right Rocket the ride. And you get that picture as part of it, but not the video. The video is not included in the photo pass. Meet Shrek, Donkey, and Friends. That's a great meet and greet if you've never done that, and you should. Meeting the Transformers is another one. All throughout the studio, primarily there on Hollywood Boulevard, is where you're going to meet the Simpsons and Beetlejuice and Marilyn Monroe. Lucy is there. All of the meet and greets, it seems, are almost down Hollywood Boulevard. And if you go first thing in the morning, right at Rope Drop, you're usually there somewhere in that 9 to 10 o'clock range, where you're going to meet everybody and have some great opportunities for photo ops there. Back to the Future, there's an automated photo capture where you walk up to a little kiosk, you scan your card, you go stand there and you smile and it takes a picture. Despicable Me, after the end of that ride, there's a meet and greet and you have a photo opportunity there. And then Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, the Darkroom, and we're going to hold off on that. We're going to come back to the Darkroom here in a minute. That's at Universal Studios, and there are others. At Islands of Adventure, the following places are the DePhotos Expedition Photography, right there at the park entrance. There's the store is right on the right side. You can go in and see all the stuff that they have available. The Spider-Man meet and greet, the Amazing Spider-Man ride, the Incredible Hulk coaster, Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls. You have a photo op. Jurassic Park River Adventure. The T-Rex, again, it's an automated thing there in Jurassic Park where you scan your card and you go stand there and you get a picture with the T-Rex in the background and I think it's a crashed Jeep. I have a picture of it, so you should be seeing it here as well. High in the Sky, Seuss Trolley Ride, roaming Islands of Adventure characters. Now, there's not nearly as many here as there are at Universal, but there are a few. The Grinch and usually the Cat in the Hat, all of those experiences, that's where you're going to find the most meet and greet people. At Volcano Bay, here are your options. Krakatoa Aqua Coaster, Oh Yeah and Ono Drop Slides, Tonga and Taniwa Tubes, Raki and Taniwa Tubes, the Punga Racers, Honu, Ika Moana, the Family Selfie section, the Volcano Selfie section, the Waturi Marketplace has a nice photo op, Hugamo, Krakatoa Katie's, which is kind of like that that kids kiosk there, and the Longhouse where the ticket sales are. So the entrance also has some photo op opportunities for you there. Now I want to talk about the Darkroom. This to me was pretty cool. Right there on Hollywood Boulevard, just as you're kind of crossing that first street, on the left is this store called the Darkroom. Inside, you go in there, you take your card, and they literally have green screens around the back. And there's two sides, and these change all the time. You have different photo opportunities based on whatever theme they have going. Like at Mardi Gras, they have Mardi Gras themed options. Halloween Horror Nights, you have Halloween Horror Nights themed options, and so on. And so you stand there, and you'll see some of these pictures up here with your family or by yourself, and they will put you into a scene from a movie or into a cleverly created scenario that fits whatever theme they want to do. A lot of fun, worth doing, and you can do as many times as you want. Just remember to scan your card. They also have a team worker in there who's going to help you, walk you through the process. You can also see your pictures at this place there in the Darkroom. Darkroom is amazing, and you get discounts there. I really encourage you that if you do the photo pass, spend 20 minutes in the Darkroom. Worth doing, absolutely no doubt about it. Now, when you get to the park and you want to pick up your your Universal Photos, what you're going to do is bring your email address or your confirmation number to a will call window there, and they're going to give you all this stuff. You don't have to do it at a photo spot. I would recommend that. You can do it. Like, you can get into the park and then go to the photo place and get this done, but you can also do it at the will call before you get in the park and have that taken care of. The Amazing Picture app, like I said, is provided. I think it's done by Color Vision, if I'm not mistaken. It's a good app, and you know, depending on what phone service you have, data rates may apply. That's pretty much it. I mean, my opinion is this: it's worth doing, but not for one day. I would only do minimum the 3-day option. Now, I will tell you that when we did it, we didn't realize that the 3 days had to be in succession, that they had to be 3 consecutive days. And here's what Universal did. I went to try it on what wound up being the 4th day. I used it on like a Monday, a Tuesday. We didn't use it a Wednesday, and then I tried to use it Thursday, and it wouldn't take. When I went to a team member there in one of the photo sites, they explained to me it had to be in 3 days. I was like, well, you know, I didn't know that. That's on me. And they said, no, we'll fix that for you. They actually extended my photo app for the remainder of my vacation for another 3 or 4 days, as I recall. And they didn't charge me a penny. That's how great Universal is. I know Disney has great customer service too. This is not a knock on anybody, but I think Universal's customer service is second to none. They go out of their way to make sure you have a good time, and they want you to leave that place happy, because when you come back, it benefits them. Guys like me starting YouTube pages solely exclusively based on that, and there's other great YouTubers out there. Check out the Tim Tracker. Check out one of my friends, World of Micah. Micah is one of my favorite YouTubers. Got to meet him at Hollywood Horror Nights. That was a great time. That's a highlight for me. Rick from Rick's Flicks. Got to meet him this past trip too. Just a good time, and there's a lot of good options. My favorite, a guy named Oyby, Roy Hornsby. Check him out. Oyby, O-Y-B-Y. These are great YouTubers that you should check out. They do the same kind of thing I do, except all these guys happen to live there and they get to go as much as they want. Hey, remember, sharing is caring. Go bless somebody today.